Okay, hi. Hello, Internet. I wanted to make a video about some ableism that I think I've experienced and how incredibly upsetting it was, even though it was a fairly minor form of ableism. So, as some background, I've struggled with major depressive, really debilitating depressive episodes periodically for my adult life. Like serious heavy-duty shit, like sleeping 16 hours a day, right? This has happened in graduate school, and my advisor knows about this. I've been nothing but upfront with him. And last year I had a kid, and I ended up with pretty severe, very severe postpartum anxiety. I'm on medication for it, I'm in therapy for it. I have to take pretty heavy-duty sleeping pills to combat the insomnia, and it's been very hectic, kind of, in here. So this has impacted my ability to get certain things done, and when it became clear to me that this was an anxiety disorder, and by now it's been about a year, so it's less postpartum anxiety at this point than just sort of general, guess what, you have an anxiety disorder. It's something that I'm learning to adjust to. But my advisor knows about this, so I told him about this as it was going on, and he was not super supportive. So he would do things like tell me that I needed to just do X and Y just so that I would get it done, or that he knows that I could do it, when I would tell him specifically I don't have the mental resources to get this done in the time frame that you want. So until a week ago, I was teaching at the University of Michigan. I was teaching personality psychology. Everything was going well, and then I was offered a job. I was offered a job doing labor organizing, which is the career that I want to go into. I didn't apply for the job. It just fell into my lap. It was this great opportunity. It also pays me twice as much as I make as a graduate student instructor, which I really need because I'm supporting 4 people on a stipend that's meant to barely support 1 person. So this is the background. So I quit my job, and now the entire department is pissed at me, and there's that. That's anxiety producing in and of itself. And then out of the blue, I get this email from my advisor. It's like, time sensitive, we have to meet. And I was like, shit, this is going to be a shitstorm. This is going to be awful. So already my anxiety is like through the roof. I'm going to read you the back and forth of the emails. Hi Melissa, hope you are getting ready for the new position. I would like to meet with you this week, either Thursday or Friday. I very much would like to meet with you on Thursday or Friday. Best, my advisor. Again, this was incredibly anxiety provoking for me, like hyperventilating, kind of world narrows sort of thing, right? Not very good. So once I get my shit together, I email him back, hi Rom, either 11 or 11:30 works for me. Can I ask what this is about and how long it will be? And he responds, hi, let us meet at 11. You don't need to bring anything. And then he asked for me to email him the titles of various papers that we've been working on. And that's it. That's all he says. And that was also really anxiety provoking for me, because he knows that I have an anxiety disorder. I'm expressing to him that I want to know what's going on. So I email him back. I email him the titles of the papers. And then for the meeting on Thursday, I would very much like to discuss my dissertation. I am now having to move up my timeline for my defense and defend this term, which, by the way, I didn't expect. This was thrown on me, I think, spitefully by the department. I am also feeling very anxious and would like you to let me know why you asked to meet with me. So I asked him specifically to tell me because of my anxiety disorder. And he responded, thanks for the titles. I want to touch base with you about a few things, including the dissertation defense planning. And that was all he said. So I asked him what else he would like to touch base on, and he said, nothing to be anxious about, see you on Thursday. The thing is that there was a lot to be anxious about. So I get to the meeting on Thursday, and he closes the door and invites in the other faculty member that I've been working with while I was in graduate school. She, supervised my master's thesis and everything. And the two of them sit down and proceed to have an hour-and-a-half long discussion about how unprofessional I am, during which I cried and I nearly had a panic attack. And I told them repeatedly that this was unacceptable, that I asked him specifically to tell me what he wanted to meet with me about, that this situation was extremely anxiety-provoking for me, and I am feeling extremely anxious just remembering it. Like I'm all like trembly. So it was just launched on me. I was just ambushed, and that I think would be, I think frankly is unprofessional, but it would be inappropriate even if I didn't have an anxiety disorder. But he knows that I had an anxiety disorder. I told him I was anxious about this. I asked him to tell me what was going on, and he refused to do it. And I feel like that's this basic, simple accommodation that I was asking for that he just refused to give me. And I just don't see any way in which that isn't an expression of ableism. And again, this is a really minor incidence of this, but this is one that's like lingered with me and makes me feel panicky like right now, and it's just so utterly disrespectful on all levels. So yeah, that's all I wanted to share. I don't have anything else really to say about it.